So, I'm like a really bad guy. I'm like that dude that your mom loves, but your dad warns you about, but you love, because I'm a bad boy. I'm kind of like Jack Sparrow, or Jack Burton. If you know who Jack Burton is, then you're pretty fucking awesome, just saying. But anyway, let me tell you about the funniest time that I was arrested. So, I was dating this girl, right, who she liked to play this game where she would, or we would, I'm not just going to put her under the bus because I did it too. We would go to places like Target, Meijer, Walmart, whatever, and we would randomly pick an object to steal. And then we would, at some later time, like 2 days later or whatever, return that item and put it back wherever it was to see if anybody would notice. And this was like anything from like CDs, DVDs, makeups, fucking potted plants. It was anything. And that was the game. And yeah, we were really good at it. We never really got caught. But this one time, she needed some shoes. And so we went to Target or Meijer. I don't remember where, but we went somewhere to get some shoes at like midnight. Something like that. It was really late. And so she proceeds to swap her shoes out with a pair of shoes that she found on the shelf. She swapped out her shirt with a shirt from the shelf. She pocketed some makeup, some hair knit shit. She walked out with like $300 worth of shit. I thought I saw my kid. I thought he was up. But anyway, so she walks out with like $300 worth of shit. I go through the self-checkout, and I just have a Mountain Dew, and so I buy it, and I'm walking out the door, and security is standing at the door with their hands crossed, and I'm just continue walking like, hey, what's up, guys? Walking out, and they're like, you need to come with us. And I'm just all like, why? And they're like, we caught you stealing. And I was like, here's my receipt. I have my Mountain Dew. Whatever, guys. I'm just gonna go. But yeah, so they take me back to their office or whatever, and they try to berate me about stealing all this stuff and have me empty out my pockets and everything. And I'm just all like, look, I told you, this is all I have is my Mountain Dew. Here's my receipt. Here's my change. And here's some other random stuff that was in my pocket. I don't remember what I had. I probably had like a bottle opener, a lighter, some cigarettes. I don't know. I don't remember what I had. But I think I had some batteries too. Maybe, I don't remember. But they're like, well, who was the girl you were with? And I'm just all like, what are you talking about? The girl that we have you on camera walking in with. Again, I have no idea what you're talking about. If I walked in with somebody, I have no idea who it is. Well, you need to tell us who it is. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. And so they sit back and they're like, well, we've already called the cops, and they're on their way. We're going to prosecute you. And I'm just like, okay. So the cop comes, and when he goes to arrest me, he's just all like, did you steal anything? I was like, nope. And he's just all like, well, they're saying you're right. I was like, here's my receipt. That's everything that they found. And then he's all like, well, I gotta search you. So he pats me down and whatever, and there's nothing. Strangely enough, I think they missed my pocket knife both times. Anyway, so this cop's not really a big guy. He's like 4 foot and nothing, and maybe like 95 pounds or whatever. But he looks at me and he's all like, you're kind of a big guy. And I was just like, yeah, you're kind of not. And so he's like, I'm not going to arrest you. Just walk out with me. And I was like, okay, sounds like a deal. And so we walk out and we're just talking, and he's just all like, so did you know the girl that I caught stealing? I'm just like, No, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what they're talking about. If I walked in with somebody, wasn't paying any attention because my intention was to buy this Mountain Dew. And so we get in the cop car, or he puts me in the cop car, and he's just sitting there typing in all his shit on his keyboard. And I'm just all like, hey, can I make some phone calls? And he's just like, oh, you still got your phone back there? I was like, yeah, you guys didn't take it. And he's all like, yeah, go ahead, make your phone calls. And so I did call the girl that they were talking about, and I was all like, hey, I'm going to jail. Try to get up some bail money and shit. I'll call you when I get there, I guess. I don't really know what's going on right now. And so we make our way to the jailhouse or whatever, and they put me in the holding cell, and they put me in the holding cell, and then they moved me to take all the fucking mug shots and shit. And the girl who's taking the photos, she's just all like, all right, I need to take pictures of your tattoos. And I just looked at her and I laughed. I was like, dude, I have a lot of fucking tattoos. And she's all like, well, we just need to get the pictures of the ones that people are going to recognize. And I'm just all like, okay. I'm just like, start stripping. I'm just like, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? How about over here? How about up here? What works for you? And I think she took like 5 photos total or whatever. And so then they go and put me in the drunk cell, I guess. Whatever, I don't know what cell it was, I don't remember. But I go in there, and I'm in there for about an hour. And there's like 4 other guys in there. They're all kind of passed out because they're been there probably all day or whatever. And I go to take a piss. And then the guard comes in, and he's like, you, pointing at me, and I'm sitting there taking a piss. I'm like, what? Come here. I was like, dude, can I finish? Like, I'm in the middle of peeing right now. You're not allowed in here. I was just all like, you guys put me in here. And he's like, why didn't you say you were a registered lethal weapon? And I was like, dude, you guys didn't ask. I would have told you if you asked. And he's all like, you can't be in here with these guys. Oh, okay, dude. And so he moves me. He takes me out to the Baylor. And they're like, we don't have anywhere to put you. We can put you in our computer room, and you can just kind of walk around. Do you have anybody planning to come and bail you out? And I was all like, I've made some calls. Yeah, they should be around here. And they're like, yeah, just go in there and hang out then. And so I'm in there, and then one of the guards come in like a little bit later, and they're like, oh, by the way, don't talk to any of the inmates. Don't start any shit. And I'm just like, okay, can I get on the computer or something? And they're just all like, just, don't cause any trouble. And so, if you don't know me, and you do, I'm going to call some shit because I'm a fucking shithead. So I go and I start flirting with the Baylor, and I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I got her number. But yeah, I start flirting with her, and then one of the other guards, this is like 3 o'clock in the morning now. He's all like, man, I'm really hungry. Anybody want some McDonald's? And everybody's all like, yeah, I want some McDonald's. And he looks at me, he's like, hey, you want some McDonald's? I was like, dude, you guys got all my money and all my shit, so I don't have anything to pay. And he's like, it's on me. What do you want? And I was like, dude, if you're buying it, just surprise me. I'm not going to turn down fucking free food. I'm not going to be picky if you're buying it. So I think I got like 2 double cheeseburgers or something. That's what he ended up getting me. I don't remember. But so at this point, they're like, you've been here for a while. We haven't seen anybody come to post bail yet, so we're going to put you in a cell. Let's go and get you changed. And so I go to get changed, and as soon as I put on the pants, the girl comes and posts bail for me, and my bail was only like $160 or something like that. I had that in my wallet, so it wasn't anything like whatever, but apparently they won't take your money if you have it. So on the way back, she's asking me like, "What happened in there? Did they do this? What is it like? I heard I heard that jail's really, really bad." And I was just all like, I told her the story of everything that happened. She just looked at me. She's all like, "That did not happen." And I was like, "No, I can't make this shit up. That's exactly how it happened." And so that's my story about when I got arrested. If you've never been arrested, and you do get arrested, or you plan on getting arrested, or if by chance you happen to accidentally get arrested, kind of like I did, I hope your experience is as fun as mine was. But yeah, when I went to court for it, the judge just kind of looked at my case, and he looked at me, and he's just all like, "So why didn't you turn in the girl?" And I just looked back at him, and I was all like, "Would you?" And he's all like, "That's a good point. We're going to put you in the diversion program, and you got to do X amount of community service hours and go to this Thieves Anonymous bullshit thing or whatever." So I did all that. I do remember the first meeting I went to when you had to tell your story about why you're there. The mentor or guidance counselor or whatever they are looked at me and they're like, "You're not going to stop stealing, are you? You think this is a game?" And I'm sorry, my light is flashing and it's distracting me. And I was just all like, I mean, I'm only here to do this time. I'm having fun with it. That's my story. And all these people that all these kids or whatever that are in trouble for stealing look at me like, "Dude, this guy's a genius. He's like a superhero of thieves." Like, whoa, why didn't we ever think of this? How did he never get caught? Blah, 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 blah. How can he steal in front of your face and just no one notices? And in general, no one cares. Like, if you're stealing a candy bar, no one really cares. That's kind of like the point I was making. And if you bring it back, they're just kind of looking at you like, "Why didn't you keep it anyway? I don't care." And then my community service, I worked at an animal shelter. And I walked the dogs for the 700 hours or something. I don't remember what I got, but I was there for a month. So 4 hours, 5 days a week for a month, something like that is what I did to do the math. But yeah, I walked the dog, and that's when everybody realized that I am like a real life aggressive dog handler. Like, that's is that a thing? But yeah. I was a dude who was an animal, and this was a kill shelter. There was an aggressive pit bull that was beat and used to fight, and I used to get her out every day and go and play with her for hours at a time. And this dog loved me. I never had her on a leash. She just walked beside me. But one day, right 2 or 3 days before she got put down, the vet guy was all like, "Oh, did you have her out?" And I was like, "Oh, Chica? Yeah, Chica's fucking awesome. She's the best dog that's in here." And she's all like, "Did you read the sign?" And I looked behind, looked at her cage. I was like, "Oh, I did not. I didn't know we couldn't get her out because she was known to bite." And so the vet was all like, "She never bit you? She never even tried to snap at you?" I was all like, "Dude, this is the least likely dog that's aggressive. If anything, that puppy over there is the dog that's going to bite you out of all these dogs." And she's just all like, "Oh, this one has 7 reports of it." But yeah, I love that dog. That dog was awesome. But yeah, that's my experience of getting arrested for something I didn't do, but that's not the point of the story. It was only that what happened to me. Don't expect it to happen to you. I hope it does, but don't expect it to.